Hello and welcome back, guys. This is Mohammad Arsalan, and today we are going to continue our C language. And in the previous lecture we studied that what are the keywords and what are the identifiers in C language. So from today we are going to start practical number 1 in our C language. Means we are going to start coding from today. We are going to actually work on the code. So let's come forward and learn more what we have. First of all, what we have to learn before start coding, it's a library. What is library? A library in C language is a collection of header files. Like we are going to insert some header files which are exposed by use by other programs. The library therefore consists of an interface expressed in a .h file named the header. Like we are going to use a library which name extension is .h, and implementation is expressed in a C language file. Like if we are making a C language file, we are going to another file which is a .h files. .h means header files. The format of a library varies with the operating system and compiler one in using. Like we are just going to say that if I have to use any library, so I will have to write first #include, and in the greater and lesser than symbols between them I have to write studio.h and then conio.h. Studio means standard input output, .h means header, and conio means conio, it means console input output.h. So let's move on to dev C++ and see how to write the code in this. Okay, here we are in C language compiler. It's dev C++, which in the previous lecture I have told you that how to install C language, how to download C language. So first we have to write hash, and then we need to write include. It means we are going to include a new file, and then we are going to use these two symbols. And first we write studio.h, and the second time we are going to use hash include, and this time we are going to write conio.h. So that's the simple way to just include these two header files. Okay, after including header files, we are going to learn that what is main function. Main function is the entry point of any C program. It is the point at which execution of program is started. Like whatever code you have written outside the main function or after the main function, it's not going to run. The only code which is written in the main function is going to run. When a C program is executed, the execution control goes directly to the main program, main function. Every C program has a main function. And how to write it? Using just main and then brackets and then curly braces, and the green area is that where we have to write our code. So let's have a demo in dev C++. After including the header files, we need to write only main, then round braces, and outside that we are going to use curly braces. This is the point where we have to write all our code here, and whatever code we are writing before main function and whatever code we are writing before or after main function, it doesn't matter, because only the code will run which is in the main function. Like if you are writing something before or something after, it's not going to run. Only the execution of the program which is here, it's going to run. Means every code, every single line which is in the main function, it's going to run, whereas any code, any function, any structure outside the main function is not going to run. It is possible if you're writing some code here or some function here, but unless or until you don't call that function here, it's not going to run. If you are calling the function which you just made here in the above area, if you are calling this function in main function, it will run, else it will not run. So this is the main function. Whenever you execute the file, the execution will directly come to this area. If you have called some function here, then it is going to run, otherwise no function will run. That's it for the main function, and now we have some built-in functions or library functions in our C language. The system provided these functions are stored in the library. What library? What we have just stored in the C language file, these header files. Some built-in functions are already stored in these header files. Therefore, it is also called library functions. To use these functions, you need to include the appropriate C header files which I have just shown you. And how to call them? What are the main functions? What are some built-in functions? So they can be main, they can be strlen, which is used for getting the length of the string. It's our string comparison, it's printf, it's stricmp, it's str, scanf, string cat, is alpha, gets, is digit, is super, puts, is lower, string copy. So these are some basic, and those functions, those built-in functions, we are going to normally use in our lectures, but there are some more as well. So we don't need to define, we don't need to explain to C language that how the printf will work. We just have to use it. We don't have to describe that what is a string length. The C language will do itself, but we do not need to teach the C language that how it works. And after that, that's it for today. Thanks a lot for watching this video. If you have any query, if you have any question, you can ask me, you can contact me. Thank you, have a good day.